Keyboard Concerto #1. I don't know. Okay, we got a game. Oh boy, 2200. Oh boy, okay, whatever. This guy's probably top 300. Oh, Pierce, I don't want to play this. Glenn Gould. Oh yeah, right. The I forget the name of these those recordings. Okay, what is this? This is he wants an end game. What is this? This is okay, so I think yeah, so here we can get like a Berlin. He's higher rated, so he just wants to beat me in the end game. But I think if you don't want the end game, we can just play knight f3, and then it's basically it's a Philidor. And I think objectively, I think knight f3 is like a hair better, but both moves are actually pretty equal, if I remember this correctly. There's nothing wrong with taking, but it's, as I say, it's, and you know, I'm not going to, although I'd be okay with playing that, but I'm going to decline the end game. Hopefully he doesn't play bishop g4, but I mean, I'd be okay there. Okay, so now we have like a black lion. And I think it's a black lion transposition now. And I think I used to play g4, which is, I think it's called the bayonet attack. I just hope I'm remembering this correctly. And I think I recently changed my move from g4 to something else. I'm pretty sure I did. I think the first time I ran this, it was like Stockfish 11, and it loved g4, but then I ran it again with Stockfish 15, and it didn't like it as much. It might even be Rook g1, preparing g4. It might be Rook g1. It sucks because I just recently changed my move on this. It used to be g4. It might also be bishop e3. I can't remember. Although bishop e3 does knight g4. But then I guess I could put it on d2, and then you could argue that my bishop is better on d2 than his knight on g4. I think those are you thinking of the Goldberg variations, Mr. Sabon? Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so I was just saying I used to play g4, if this is what I think it is. But I don't really think it's Rook g1. I'm gonna play Rook g1 though, anyways. Why not? I don't even care. He's higher rated. Oh wait, yeah, he's higher rated. Okay, take a quick look at his account. Oh, it's a new account, which I don't like. And only 30. Yeah, I don't like his account, but okay. I said, are you talking about the Goldberg variations from Glenn Gould in from the 1960s, I think? Okay, he played h6 fairly quickly. I mean, if it is Rook g1, what do I do now? Do I just play g4 anyways? What would he do, g5? I mean, I'm a fish out of water here. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm doing. I guess he could just play g5. So I wonder if I just play h4 then, preventing g5. What would we play? Bishop e7 and then g4? Oh my gosh, what is going on? h4, is that a move? h5? But then my knight can come here. Although his knight can also come here. But I can castle queenside easier than he can castle queenside. I wonder if h4 is a move. It seems totally wrong. Ah, what the hell. I'm going to play wild this game. I don't know. I feel, for some reason, I never play like this, but I feel more freedom when my opponent is higher rated. He immediately plays c6. It's kind of weird how fast he's playing. Like he didn't concern himself about this at all. I mean, that's kind of strange. So I mean, maybe I play a4, stick with the theme, and stop b5. But then, you know, where's my king going to be safe? There's a4. There's g4, just continuing with my plan. So let's just say b5. b5, g5. b5. I mean, take would be winning. Yeah, g4, b5, g5. Takes. I mean, it's interesting. The game's interesting. If g5, I mean, I just take. I'm going to play g4. What do you guys think about this opening? Have I lost it? Like, have I lost my mind? Queen a5. Now, he does get to control the 5th rank. Especially, you know, he just takes here, and then his queen defends all of this. So what if I continue g5? I guess he can go to h5. But then I guess I can take here. I mean, it's a crazy position. What else would he do? Take. I mean, where would he go? Would he just retreat? I mean, g5 can't be bad, can it? The other move would be bishop d2. Both moves look good. I wonder why he played queen a5. Like, what's the point of that? Bing, bang, bang. Doesn't make any sense. Ooh, that's a tough one. Bishop d2 or g5. I think I actually will go bishop d2. I think. Queen b4. Bishop d2, queen b4. Would that be poisoned? I might even be able to go here then. Okay, I'm going to go bishop d2. If he goes queen b4, I might have knight b5. He retreats. Okay. I'll call that a small victory because I think this is an advantage. So I think I go g5 now. And then if knight h5, okay, so he takes, well, his rook is open. His rook is open. I'm actually in time trouble now already. So his rook is open, but so is mine. I guess we take with the pawn. I mean, we have alternatives. Okay, so knight h5. Okay, I'm going to take with the pawn. Knight h5. Possibly have rook h1. Rook h1, g6. I guess g6 is a bit of a problem. Okay, so so what if we play g6 and I don't know, f5 or something? His king is not so safe though. I mean, maybe we just play that. Okay, I'm going to play g6. And if f6, wonder if I could take on e5. I mean, yeah, because I can almost play bishop f7 check. And then this is mate. Almost mate. Never mind, his pawn is there. But I mean, this is mate. That would be almost mate. Yeah, so that's what he does. So I was thinking, yeah, so here is interesting. I would probably want to castle queenside, although b5, a5 is coming quickly from him. This was such an interesting opening I played. This also stops his rook from escaping to g8 though. But I might want the bishop here. That's why I'm hesitant. Yeah, so let's look at this again, because his rook is in trouble. This looks actually pretty good, rook h1. Rook h1 looks pretty good. He's awkward. He's pinned and he can't do anything about it. Okay, let's go rook h1. Okay. That shouldn't bother me. And I'm just hitting this. He's just helping me out. He's just helping me out. So he just hung this. So rook takes. He doesn't have any good checks or anything. So I won't waste time debating about that. I have a check though. Oh, but then he's hitting my knight. He's hitting my knight. So there will be an imbalance if I take the rook. You know, I get the rook and the bishop for my queen. And my pieces are active. I mean, it's not bad. But do I want to do it this way instead? I mean, on paper it's not as good. But I did miss this whole thing, right? Probably I'll take the rook, but yeah, because then I've got this. Oh, but he just moves the king. He moves the king here. But I mean, he's getting close to in trouble there. Yeah, otherwise we go check. He probably takes with the d pawn Take, take, take. But I keep the queen here, so it's an interesting choice. Bing, bang, boom. Takes again. Check. That's a very interesting. What would I have at the end of that? I'd have a rook and 3 minors against. I mean, I'm still better on paper there too. Both I'm better. I kind of like having the queen. They're both. Ooh, that's a tough choice, man. Bing, bang. That's a tough choice. Bing, bang. Dude, the tactic. Look at this. Bing, bang, boom. Boom. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Yeah. Tactics. I want to do more puzzles after this. Boom. 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 Okay. Let's not get mated. I'm almost close to getting mated. Fortunately, I can take. So this knight is gone, though. So maybe this isn't... I mean, I'm still good, though, but he can retreat. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm hitting his rook. Yeah, so... Wow. Wonder if he's going to let his time run. Let's check out his account. It doesn't say, but it's a new account, right? So makes you wonder, but I mean, I think he might let his time run because look how fast he played the first part of the game. And now he's thinking for the first time. First time in the game he's thinking. So I'm going to talk to chat then. Because I do think he's going to let his time run. Oh, no, I was wrong. I'm happy to be wrong, though. So I guess we take his bishop, unless we want to weaken his structure here. This might actually be the best move, to be honest. Or even doing it with the other knight would be interesting, too. Maybe, I mean, maybe I shouldn't even make it complicated because what's the point? I mean, his bishop will retreat. So I might as well just take his bishop because then I can force a trade. Yeah, that makes more sense. Unless I give this check. I mean, that way I win a pawn. So maybe this check could be interesting, but he just comes here. And then it's just getting, then it might just be a bad move. So I'll take his bishop. How do we want to take it? I think, have I already, thanks for the follow, Mysterious. I think I've already given up castling. No, I mean, I haven't given up castling rights, I don't think. So I could take with the knight and then castle, but my knight is already developed. Maybe I go rook takes. I just don't want to get mated. Check, but I mean, check, you know, he's annoying. He'll get this, you see what I mean? So it's annoying. Maybe I do take with the knight. Probably overthinking this. Well, either way, he's going to give this check. Or he can. So I will take with the rook then. Okay. I thought for a long time there. Okay. And then here we go. Check. That looks winning. Okay, let's just make sure this doesn't blunder, right? Like I just don't want to check here. and then he can't repeat anymore. I just, I'm always paranoid that I'm going to blow the game because I'm good at doing that. Okay, well, I mean, that's an easy choice now. Once his knight's gone, don't have to worry about anything. Okay. Might even want to put the bishop on f7. Maybe I will do that. I'll just put the bishop on f7 so I don't have to worry about anything. I mean, it's not the greatest use for the bishop. Move. He might be in the stream. Reunion 023. Okay, he resigns. So I think I might block him. Well, I don't know. He did resign, but his account's kind of fishy. So, okay, let's take a look at that game. So, by the way, that's a new personal best and a good game to do it because I was brave. I played super aggressive. That's a new personal best for me on Classical. So let's celebrate that first. Yay! 2120, top 500 now. Top 500 on Lichess. 2120. What did I game that game? 7 points. So yeah, all-time high on Lichess Classical. June 14th. Thank you, Not Too Smart. 2120. I like it, man. I like it. What can I say? I'm tired, so I'm not as energetic, but thank you, Mr. Savon. Yeah, I mean, I had this great run in the beginning in 2020, and then I had these peaks and valleys. Thanks for the follow, Music Chess Lover. Thank you, Eat Chips. I'd like to thank the Academy. Yeah, yeah, nice number, 2120. Ooh, there's hardly any players left. I mean, well, 499, right? There's 498 players higher than me. That's why I keep getting so many 1900s. But yeah, happy. Okay, let's take a look at that game. So, as I was saying, yeah, I think I think I remembered correctly that you can take and you can go to an end game, but it's pretty equal. It's kind of similar to the Berlin, except there is an extra piece. There's an extra minor piece on the board. And because of that, it's and also there's no crippled majority, so it's really very equal. But because he was higher rated, I didn't really want to go into a grinding endgame. So play knight f3, and then he transposed into what I believe is the black lion. And I used to play g4, which is the bayonet attack. But with more modern Stockfish, I think it didn't like it as much. And then I played something else. I changed my move from g4, but I couldn't quite remember what it was. It might be bishop c4, but I seem to recall it actually being rook g1, so I played rook g1. And I thought, if I'm wrong, and it's not rook g1, that rook g1 can't be that bad. Because there's a line in the Najdorf called the freak attack, which is basically rook g1. And it's similar ideas. Yeah, so he played h6. But if anything, that seems to almost accelerate my attack. So I played h4, which looks weird, but I didn't want to play g4 and then have him play g5. I don't know if maybe I can play h4 after. I don't know. But that's why I played h4. Yeah, I mean, I think he's just a bit slow with his counterattack. I think I'm ready to roll here. So I just kept going. G4, Queen A5. I was strongly considering G5. Bouncing across said that there was a threat here. I'm not sure what it was. Oh my God, is it just 95? Yeah. Well, I didn't look long enough to really strongly consider G5. I was considering it, but at a cursory glance, I was trying to figure if I wanted to play Bishop D2. But yeah, I guess at G5 he just goes on takes on E5. Probably that's better for black. So I guess Bishop D2 was kind of forced. Continue with my attack. And at this point, I think white is just winning. I think Queen A5 was a mistake because he just loses the tempo, which is not good for in this position. Yeah, G6 and Rook H1. I mean, it looks so obvious that you dismiss it at first. At least I do. But then I went back to it because it's like, well, he's crippled here. How did he deal with the pin? And then I totally didn't see Bishop G4. This was a complete shock to me. I guess I was a little bit careless here. But I had multiple ways to deal with this because, I mean, I could have went check here. And, but yeah, after, you know, I saw this tactic, boom, 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 if he takes my queen, which is what happened. And all is good in the world. Okay, so let's take a look at that with the computer. Okay, so the computer said I made 2 inaccuracies. Okay, let's take a look what they are. I can't consult my repertoire right now because it's busy calculating. But I think I'm correct in my assessment. Yeah, so Rook G1, let's see. I mean, I can't remember. It is a move and it has a good win rate in the Lichess database. But I can't confirm that with my repertoire yet, if that's what I switched to. So it looks like H6 is not a move here, but it's not bad. Computer is recommending G6, C6, Bishop E7, pretty much anything other than H6. No, sorry, not the computer, the database. The computer actually does not mind H6. It actually likes it. But G6 is the main line, and then G4 anyways, with the idea of what? So Bishop G7 and then G5, Knight H5. This is, I'm going over the database here, Bishop E3. And I guess we just get a lot of space and look menacing. Castles, Queen D2, and then we're just gonna, okay, so C6, we're gonna do one of these, B5. Nope, Queen A5 first. Or Queen C7. Yeah, this is not so fun to play as white, but get King B1 or A3, B5. So this gets complicated here. Yeah. Yeah, this gets complicated. This is vicious. But objectively it's good for white, +1. But I guess that's what black should play. There's also just C6 right away. Counterattacking right away. Although some of this transposes actually. Yeah, so some of that can transpose. Okay, but he played H6. So here I played H4. The computer doesn't like it that much. There's 3 games in the database. They're all G4. So yeah, so G4 I was hesitant because of G5, but so I guess H4 is the antidote, or Queen E2 for some reason, or Bishop E3. It's changing its mind every second here. Yeah, it's going back to H4. I mean, H4 is the most caveman approach, so that I kind of like that. So the H4. Oh, and then G5. Yeah, so that's the key. We don't take here. We go G5. You just plow on through. There's only one move apparently for black, which is H takes. And then bishop takes, and we just, I mean, what else can you ask for? It's only +1, but how could you not like this as white? Computer suggesting Queen E2 or Queen D2. Let's try Queen E2. And okay, so now it's saying H3. So I mean, black is still okay here, but I think like white has a lot more options than black. So black has to be, you know, on its toes. So, whoops. So where was that here? Yeah, so here, so I could have played, I think was it here that I was looking at that? Yeah, it was here that I could have played G4. Again, if G5, then we go H4, and then G5. G5 is this idea I didn't think about. G5. Interesting. And if not G4, I think there were recommendations of A3, which I don't understand. Bishop E3 and just playing normal. But yeah, A3, I don't understand A3. What's the idea there? I don't understand A3. So A3 I do not understand. Okay, moving on. So this is only apparently equal. So I guess knight G4 was the problem. The only problem. Well, I guess maybe not the only problem, but knight G4 was the best move for black apparently. And even though it looks really strange, the position, black is actually slightly better apparently. It's a very weird position. Okay, but yeah, H4 was not so great. Yeah, G4 was best here. Bishop D2. Yeah, G5 was best. I mean, this was all good. G6 was not the best move. I guess just Bishop E3. And then Queen D2, I'm guessing. No. I just say, and then Rook H1. I don't know what Bishop E3 was about. So I guess I guess he should have just taken here. But surprisingly, this is only +1 for white. That's a bit surprising. Actually, it's not even +1. It's only giving it 0.5, 0.6. But, I mean, I'll take white here every day. It's just a lot more fun to play. I mean, and black has to play so cautiously. But yeah, instead of G6, apparently D5 was the best, which is not so obvious, but I guess we're just claiming more space and it's harder for him to maneuver, to defend, I'm guessing. Bishop E3. There was also just Rook H1 right away. Maybe that was, no, yeah, I didn't like this because of G6. Yeah, So I mean, I kind of like my I still like my G6 move, but it's not, yeah, it's not the best. But yeah, apparently he can just take, and he's apparently not. I mean, it's surprising that the computer said this is only plus 0.6, but okay. Anyways, moving on. Yeah. Yeah, so every single thing is winning here. I can even go queen takes. Is still winning for the similar reasons. No, no, not even similar reasons, but we're just up so much material. So I could have played anything there, and I was still winning, like clearly winning. Yeah.